Wow. Happy New Year. Thank God for His mercies, His blessings, and for the gift of a new time. And this idea of new just keeps on coming up, right? Happy New Year, new me. And I really wonder what that should be all about. Is it truly a new me? And what does a new me mean? Does it mean going back on what you've done or revisiting, recapping? What are the new resolutions? What are the new adventures you want to go on in the year? What are the new milestones you're setting for yourself? Or what are the renewed ones, right? So maybe it's not really completely new, because new me, new you is like it's disabled me. I'm just rebranded or repackaging or rethinking, realigning, repurposing the journey, reappraising. So it's probably about a recapping or revisiting, what you're all about, what your purpose is about, what your research is about, what your ministry is about, what your health gains or health targets are about. It's revisiting those, because someone said to me, this gym, hey, go to the gym now, it's full, everybody there, I'm going to keep fit. Come end of January, the gym is empty again. So new me, new you could actually be renewed me and a renewed you, and realigning what we're all about and how we're going to go about it. So it could be the same goal, but maybe a revised version of the strategies, a revised version of the milestones. Maybe you had extremely long milestones last year and didn't meet it like I did. I had some very long milestones, and I've decided to bring them back, make them shorter milestones, and then start seeing how am I revisiting those targets? How am I revisiting the strategy? Or how am I revisiting the milestones that I may have to meet up, so that by the end of the year, one has a nice story to tell, one has a good recap, as to what I set out to do and how I have met it. I think also at this time it's good to maybe revisit again not the new, but the revisit your oikos. That is those around you, those that are actually going to help you achieve those milestones, those that are going to be on your side, and maybe even those that are going to be against you. Because sometimes in our corner, we also need to have a critique. That critique would show you your blind spots, would ask you those critical questions, almost in a demeaning way, but you could use that energy in a positive way to see how are you going about it. For instance, for me, it would be about how am I going about publications, for instance. I didn't have a good run last year. So maybe it's again about creating that environment, enabling environment to be able to achieve that goal. So in this case, is revisiting the strategy. It could be about family relationships. Maybe over the holidays, it was very hectic. Those family meals that things come up and like you did this or you didn't do that. And the didn't do this or didn't do that could actually be you didn't remember my birthday, or you didn't remember my husband's birthday, and then that could actually have been a huge discussion and brought up a lot of emotions over the holiday season. What are you going to do about that? I think it's something that you can revisit, maybe set up at this time. Put everybody's birthday in your reminder, one day before, so that the day before the birthday comes up, it just sends you a notification. It's John's birthday tomorrow. Then I must remember to send John a birthday message. Or even if you are so busy, send John the birthday message the day before, so that you don't miss it on the day that it comes up. So it's revisiting those areas where we want to improve. Some may say they want to improve in their lifestyle. What is it about the lifestyle you want to improve? Some want to improve in their academics. So what is it that I did last year that worked and what didn't work? And just revisit the strategy so that we start off. And if you don't know how to revisit the strategy, ask someone you think that is doing well in that area. How did you do it? Or what is it you're doing? Or this is what I do. And so say, you can't be doing that if you want to achieve this, And then you now find a way of revisiting. And so it becomes a revised version, a better revised version of you in the new year. So the new year is another opportunity, is a clean slate. We can write up, we can make it what we want it to be. Maybe you've been too busy the previous year and you need to cut down on some of the things you were doing so that you can focus. Why not revisit that and see how you may be able to pace yourself in the course of the year? For some of us who may have written exams and you didn't make it, probably your professional exams, and you're feeling, no, I didn't make it, and don't beat up yourself. Even if you go to that wallowing space, don't stay there. Come out of it. The first time I wrote my professional exams as an architect, I failed that exams. And, looking back now, I can really understand why I failed it. I was a young mother. I was also doing a master's. I was doing my master's in housing. I was writing my treatise and I was reading for my exams. And I think at that time I was doing something with ACCA. That's an accounting professional course. And it was like, what did you think? You think you just walk through this? No. So I did fail that exam. So the second time I was doing it, I put aside my master's. I said, no, this could wait. By the way, it was my second master's. I'd done my master's in architecture. I was now doing a master's in housing. And so I put aside the housing masters and I faced my professional exams. And guess what the result was? I passed. And that was done. Thereafter, I could now look at the masters in housing and finish off that program also. So I think it's revisiting some of those goals or those targets that you've had in the past and see which one bothered you at the end of the year to say, oh, I didn't achieve this, and this year I need to achieve it. Right. So I'll stop there for now. All the best for 2026. If you haven't liked, please do like the video, share it with those you think may need to hear the message, and subscribe. All right. Ciao.